Hello friends, welcome to Prashant IAS. So friends, in the last class we were discussing about latitudes and longitudes, and in the last class I have explained you the meaning of latitudes, meaning of longitudes, and we have discussed many concepts about latitudes. For example, how to measure latitudes. Okay, what is the meaning of latitudes? We have also discussed about equator and equatorial plane. So friends, in this class we will continue our discussion further. Okay, so first of all we will continue our discussion and we will finish the topic of latitudes, and then we will take the topic of longitudes. So friends, let's begin. So friends, in this class first of all we will discuss about some important latitudes. So in the last class I have taught you that what is the meaning of latitudes and how to measure latitudes. But now we have to study about some of the important latitudes. So friends, there are some latitudes which are really very important. So the first important latitude is equator. Okay, so please see on the screen I am marking the equator in red color. Okay, so the first very important and the most important latitude is called as equator. Okay, and in the last class I have also taught you about equator, that what is the meaning of equator, what is equator. So what is equator? So equator means the largest horizontal circle which can be drawn on the surface of earth, keeping the axis of rotation of earth vertical. Okay, so what is equator? So equator is the largest horizontal circle or largest latitude. We can also call it as largest latitude. So equator is the largest horizontal circle which can be drawn on the surface of earth, keeping the axis of rotation of earth vertical. Now friends, what is the measurement of equator? So remember, in the last class I have told you that we measure latitude in degrees. For example, in the last class I gave you the example of 30-degree latitude and 50-degree latitude. Okay, means I taught you that how to measure 30-degree latitude, how to measure 50-degree latitude. So what happens, that latitudes are measured in degrees. So what is the measurement of equator? Okay, so now you have to keep in your mind that equator is also the reference latitude. Reference latitude means equator is known as 0-degree latitude. So what is the measurement of equator? So equator is known as 0-degree latitude. Okay, now friends, actually what happens, that this equator divides the earth into two equal halves. So I have told you that equator is drawn in the mid of the earth. Equator is drawn horizontally in the middle of the earth. So what happens, that this equator divides the earth into two equal halves. Two equal halves means two equal parts. For example, let's suppose if you have a ball and you have cut this ball from the middle. So what will happen, that this ball will be divided into two equal parts. So this is the case with equator also. So what happens, that equator divides earth into two equal halves. Now friends, before telling you about these two equal halves which are created by the equator on earth, first of all I would like to tell you about the directions, means how to identify directions or how to draw directions. Okay, so I am drawing the four directions on this screen, so kindly see these four directions carefully. Okay, so if I have drawn this, then we will say that this is east. Okay, what is this? This is east. This will be called as west, this will be called as north, and this will be called as south. Okay, so if you have to identify directions, then you can identify directions by drawing this diagram. So this will be called as east, this is west, this is north, and this is south. Okay, now if we will draw the same diagram on the earth, then you can say that the equator, okay, so you can say that the equator is dividing the earth into two equal halves, and the first half is towards north direction. You can clearly see it from diagram that the first half is towards north direction, and the second half, this second half is actually towards the south direction. Okay, and as this half is towards the north of equator, okay, this part of earth is towards the north of equator, that's why this is called as northern hemisphere. Okay, what this is called as? This is called as northern hemisphere. Now what is the meaning of hemisphere? So actually I have taught you that what is the shape of earth. So I have told you that the shape of earth is spherical, or we can also say that earth is sphere in shape. Okay, so if you will cut a sphere in two equal halves, okay, so if you will cut a sphere into two equal halves, then each half will be called as hemisphere. So hemisphere means half of a sphere. Okay, so this portion is the half of a sphere. Okay, and this is towards the north of equator. That's why this is called as northern hemisphere. Okay, so what we call it? We call it as northern hemisphere. Okay, now friends, we will apply the same logic on the remaining part. So this remaining part, okay, this is towards the south of equator. Okay, so in which direction this is located? This is located towards the south of equator. Now this is also a hemisphere. Hemisphere means half of a sphere. Okay, so if earth is a sphere, then this is also a hemisphere. So we will call it as southern hemisphere. Okay, so this is called as southern hemisphere. So now you have to remember that the equator divides the earth. Equator divides the earth into two equal halves. The half part of earth towards the north of equator is called as northern hemisphere. So this is called as northern hemisphere, and the half of part of earth which is located towards the south of equator, this is known as southern hemisphere. Okay, so now remember that equator divides the earth into two equal halves, northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. So friends, now we will say that this is north direction. Okay, why? Because we are taking the reference of equator. So just remember, I have told you in the beginning of this lecture that we take equator as the reference latitude. So reference latitude means we calculate other latitudes by taking the reference of this 0 degree latitude, means the equator. Okay, so this is the north direction and this is the south direction. Okay, so we will say that this is the south of equator and this is the north of equator. Okay, now friends, now then we will draw. Okay, so what happens that as we move away from equator in this north direction. Okay, so first of all we will discuss about this northern hemisphere. So what happens that as we move away from equator in this north direction, so the latitude increases. Latitude increases means what happens that this is equator is 0 degree. So after equator, then which latitude will come? Then comes 1 degree north latitude. After 1 degree, then comes 2 degree north latitude, then 3 degree north latitude. Okay, and as we will continue to go up, then what will happen that the value of latitude will increase. Okay, then it will become 10 degree north, then 15 degree north. Okay, so it will continuously increase as we will move away from equator in the north direction. Okay, so what happens friends that as we move away from equator in the north direction, as we move away from equator in this north direction, so the magnitude of the latitudes increases. For example, after 0 degree, then 1 degree will come, then 2 degree will come, and we have to also add north with it. Okay, so we will say that 1 degree north, 2 degree north, 10 degree north, 15 degree north. Okay, so in this way the value of latitudes will increase. Okay, now friends, as we will continue to move in the north direction, then a very important latitude will come, and the measurement of this latitude. Okay, so kindly see on the screen, I am marking this latitude in again red color. So the measurement of this latitude is 23.5 degree north. Okay, so north because it is in the north direction, north because it is located to the north of equator, and 23.5 degree because this is the measurement of this latitude. Now friends, this latitude is very important. Okay, what is the measurement of this latitude? The measurement is 23.5 degree north, and we call this latitude as Tropic of Cancer. Okay, so this latitude also has its specific name. For example, the name of 0 degree latitude is equator. Okay, but 1 degree north latitude does not have any name. 10 degree north latitude does not have any name because they are not so special, they are not so specific. Okay, but 23.5 degree north latitude is very, very special. Now why it is special and what is the importance of this latitude? Okay, what is the application of this latitude? Why this latitude is important for us? This we will discuss later on. Okay, so this we will discuss later on. But for the time being, you just understand that 23.5 degree north is a very, very important latitude. And the name of this latitude is Tropic of Cancer. Okay, so what is the name of this latitude? The name of this latitude is Tropic of Cancer. Now friends, as you will move to the north of Tropic of Cancer, then again the value of latitude will increase. For example, then 25 degree north will come, then 30 degree north will come, okay, then 45 degree north will come, okay, and in this way the latitudes will keep on increasing. Okay, so you have to remember this as the thumb of rule, that as you will move from equator to northwards, okay, means you can see it as up direction. Okay, so you can say that if you will move up from equator, if you will move away from equator in the north direction, then what will happen? That the value of latitudes will continuously increase. Okay, so what was happening, that we have reached to 45 degree north, then 50 degree north will come, okay, after 50 degree then 60 degree north will come. Okay, now friends, these all latitudes are not that important. 45 degree north, 50 degree north, 60 degree north, they are not that important, and they also do not have any specific names. But then comes 66.5 degree north. Okay, so I am marking this latitude in the blue color. Okay, so then comes 66.5 degree north. 66.5 degree north is also a very, very important latitude. So as 23.5 degree north is important, similarly this 66.5 degree north is also a very, very important latitude. Okay, and as it is a very important latitude, so it also has its specific name. Now what is the name of this latitude 63.5 degree north? So the name of this latitude is Arctic Circle. Okay, so what we call it as? We call it as Arctic Circle. So Arctic Circle is the next important latitude after 66.5 degree. Okay, now friends, when you will move away from this when you will move away from this 66.5 degree north in the north direction further, okay, then again latitudes will increase. Means, for example, then you will encounter 70 degree north latitude. Okay, after 70 degree north you will encounter, let's suppose, 71 degree north, then 75 degree north. Okay, in the similar way you will encounter 80 degree north. Now they are not that important. Then you will encounter 85 degree north. Okay, but what will happen, that when you will reach on the top of the earth, okay, means on this position, when you will reach on the top of the earth, means on this position, means from where you cannot move more further. Okay, from where it is the last point, it is the ending point, you cannot move further from that point. So this point is called as North Pole. Okay, so what this point is called as? This point is called as North Pole, and the measurement of North Pole in degrees is 90 degree north. Okay, so the measurement of North Pole is 90 degree north. Okay, so North Pole is the next important latitude after Arctic Circle. Okay, and North Pole is the end point in the north direction. Means if you will start moving from equator and you are moving in the north direction, then the last point, then the ending point is the North Pole. Okay, so what is the measurement of North Pole? The measurement of North Pole is 90 degree north. Okay, so it is, the measurement is 90 degree north. Now friends, 90 degree or the North Pole, okay, 90 degree or the pole is the maximum possible latitude which we can have on the surface of earth. Okay, so what is the maximum measurement? The maximum measurement of the latitudes is 90 degree. So what happens generally, that when you will move in the north direction, okay, or let's suppose this is equator, okay, this is equator and this is pole. Okay, so when you will move from equator to pole, okay, take my words carefully, listen to my words carefully. When you will move from equator to pole, then what will happen, that the value of latitudes will increase from 0 degree to 90 degree. Okay, so what is the minimum measurement of latitude? The minimum measurement of latitude is 0 degree and the maximum measurement of latitude is 90 degree. Okay, so when you will move from equator to pole, the latitudes will increase from 0 degree to 90 degree. Now friends, in the last class, I have told you that these latitudinal circles, okay, for example, equator, Tropic of Cancer, Arctic Circle, these latitudinal circles are actually known as parallels of latitude. So what is a parallels of latitude? So remember, I have told you in the last class that the circle connecting all the latitudes of same measurement on the surface of Earth is known as the parallels of latitude. So what is the definition of parallels of latitude? It is a circle. What is this? It is a circle which is connecting all the latitudes of same measurement. For example, if we are talking about Arctic Circle, then on Arctic Circle all the latitudes whose measurement is 66.5 degree north will lie. Okay, similarly, if we are talking about Tropic of Cancer, then on Tropic of Cancer all the latitudes, Tropic of Cancer is a circle. Okay, why? Because it is a parallel of latitude. So on Tropic of Cancer all the latitudes whose measurement is 23.5, whose measurements is 23.5 degree north, all these latitudes will lie on Tropic of Cancer. Okay, so what I want to explain you here, that all the latitudes are basically circles. Okay, so and I have also told you and shown you a diagram in the last class that all the latitudes, or we can say the parallels of latitude. Okay, so all the parallels of latitude are circles. But friends, for example, Arctic Circle is also a circle, Tropic of Cancer is also a circle, equator is also a circle. But you have to remember one thing, that pole is not a circle. Pole is also called as point latitude. Okay, so pole is not a circle, pole is a point latitude. Now why pole is a point latitude? So you can clearly see that what happens, that now there is a no more, because it is the ending point. Okay, what is pole? It is the ending point, and as it is the ending point, so now there is no scope to draw a circle. There is no scope to draw a circle. For example, we can draw circle here, we can draw circle here, we can draw circle here, but we cannot draw a circle on the pole because it is as small as a point. That's why it is the point latitude. Point latitude means it is not a circle, it is a point. Okay, so all other parallels of latitude are circular in shape. You have to remember that all the parallels of latitude are circular in shape. But what happens, that the pole is point in shape, it is not circular in shape. So friends, with this we have discussed about the northern hemisphere. Now after northern hemisphere we will discuss about southern hemisphere. So friends, I have told you that the hemisphere which is to the north of equator is called as northern hemisphere. Okay, so similarly the hemisphere which is to the south of equator, this hemisphere is known as southern hemisphere. So now we will discuss about southern hemisphere, that what happens in southern hemisphere. So friends, what happens, that as we move, okay, as we move away from equator in the south direction, as we move away from equator in the south direction, so again the value of latitude increases. Okay, so what happens, that as we move away from equator to the south direction, okay, so as it happens in north direction, so similarly here also the value of latitude increases. Now what does it mean that value of latitude increases? Okay, for example, if you will move here, okay, if you will move here in the south direction, so the value of latitude will increase to 1 degree south. Okay, so 1 degree is the measurement of latitude, and south is the, and south means the direction. We are representing the direction with respect to equator. Okay, and friends, here I am again repeatedly saying latitude, but actually we are discussing about latitudinal circles, and I have told you that latitudinal circles are known as parallels of latitude. Okay, but in general language, okay, means in a layman language, we can call parallels of latitude as latitude. Okay, and it is also more convenient to say, but technically the name of the entire circle is latitude. The name of the entire circle will be parallel of latitude. Okay, so these are known as parallels of latitude. Okay, so just for the sake of convenience, I am repeatedly saying latitude, but you have to say parallels of latitude. Okay, for example, this will be 1 degree latitudinal circle. Okay, or we can also call it as 1 degree parallel of latitude. So 1 degree parallel of latitude means this will be a circle on the surface of Earth on which all the latitudes whose measurement will be 1 degree will lie. Okay, so it is the circle which will connect all the latitudes whose measurement will be 1 degree south. Okay, so now what will happen, that as you will move away from equator in the south direction, so again the value of latitude will increase. For example, first of all it will come 1 degree south, then 2 degrees south, then 3 degrees south, then 10 degrees south. Okay, in the similar way the value will keep on increasing. But friends, these all latitudes are not important for us. Okay, for example 1 degree south, 2 degrees south, they are not important for us. But after that, then we will encounter a very important latitude, which is 23.5 degree south. Okay, so I'm marking this latitude in the green color. So you can see on the screen, this is 23.5 degree south latitude. Now friends, 23.5 degree south latitude, it is a very special latitude, and it is as special as 23.5 degree north is special. So this latitude also has a specific name. So what is the name of this latitude? So the name of 23.5 degree south latitude is Tropic of Capricorn. Okay, what is the name? The name is Tropic of Capricorn. Now this is also a very important latitude. Now what is its importance? This we will discuss later on. Okay, similarly, when you will move away from this Tropic of Capricorn in the south direction, means you are going further south. Okay, you are going more in the south direction. So what will happen, that again the value of latitudes will increase. For example, then you will encounter, for example, 45 degree south. After 45 degree south, then you will encounter 50 degree south. But these are not as important for us. Okay, but after all these latitudes, then we will come across 66.5 degree south. Now friends, 66.5 degree south, I am marking this latitude in the blue color. Okay, this latitude is very, very important. Okay, so and its importance is very similar to the importance of Arctic Circle. So this latitude also has a specific name. So what is the name of 66.5 degree south? So the name of 66.5 degree south is Antarctic Circle. Okay, what is its name? The name is Antarctic Circle. Okay, so this is known as Antarctic Circle. Now friends, after Antarctic Circle, when you will move further in south direction, okay, so when you will move further in south direction, so again the value of latitudes will increase. Okay, for example, then you will encounter 70 degrees south, then you will encounter 80 degrees south. Okay, and finally what will happen, that you will reach on the end. Okay, end means now you are on the southernmost point of the earth. Okay, end does not means a complete end. End means you are on the southernmost point on the earth. Similarly, for example, here you were on the northernmost point on the earth. In the North Pole, you were on the northernmost point on the earth. Similarly, here you will reach on the southernmost point of the earth. Okay, so this point is known as South Pole. Okay, what this pole is known, this point is known as, this is known as South Pole. Okay. Now what is the measurement of South Pole? So you can clearly guess that the measurement of South Pole is 90 degree south, and as North Pole was a point latitude, so South Pole is also a point latitude. Point latitude means it is not a circle, it is point. It is like a decimal, it is like a point. Okay, because it is the southernmost point of the earth. Okay, now friends, here also we have the same observation. The observation is that when we will move from equator towards South Pole, okay, so when we will move from equator towards South Pole, so what will happen, that the value of latitudes will increase from 0 degree to 90 degree south. Okay, so here comprehensively we are having two observations, that if you will move from 0 degree to North Pole, if you will move from equator to North Pole, then the value of latitude increases from 0 degree to 90 degrees north. Okay, but if you will move from equator to South Pole, then the value of latitude increases from 0 degree to 90 degrees south. Okay, so friends, now I think that you are very clear with the concept of latitudes and the important latitudes. Okay, and how the latitude behaves. Okay, so now there are 1-2 more things which are left about latitudes. So let us finish this. finish the topic of latitudes. Okay, so here in this diagram you can see that all these horizontal circles are parallels of latitude. Okay, so all these horizontal circles are parallels of latitude, and this latitude is, okay, this latitude which I am marking in red color is 0 degree latitude, or we can also call it as equator. Okay, and here in this diagram also I am marking it in red color. So this is 0 degree latitude and we can call it as equator. Okay, and now I think that you are very clear about the concept of equator and what is the function of equator. Okay, now friends, what happens that as you will move from equator, okay, so this is equator and this point, okay, this point is North Pole. What is this point? This point is North Pole. So in this diagram also we can mark North Pole. So here this is North Pole, and in this diagram this red point represents North Pole. Okay, so what happens friends, that as you will move from equator towards pole, okay, now this is same for northern hemisphere as well as for southern hemisphere. Okay, the concept is same for northern hemisphere as well as for southern hemisphere. So what happens that as one moves from equator to North Pole, so the size of latitude decreases. Okay, so what happens that the size of latitudes, I am writing it on board also, that the size of latitude decreases. Okay, so what is happening that as one is moving away, as one is moving from equator to North Pole, so the size of latitudes is decreasing. Now what does it mean? It means that 0 degree latitude or equator is the largest latitude. Okay, so if we will measure in terms of size, then 0 degree latitude or equator is the largest latitude. 1 degree latitude is less in size than the equator. Okay, so the size of 1 degree latitude, okay, so here we can write that the size of 0 degree latitude is largest. 1 degree latitude, okay, it is largest. 1 degree latitude, the size of 1 degree latitude is less than 0 degree latitude. The size of 2 degree latitude is less than 1 degree latitude. The size of 3 degree latitude is less than 2 degree latitude. Similarly, if we will go like this, the size of 20 degree latitude is less than 3 degree latitude. Okay, now we will move like this. So what will happen? The size of 45 degree latitude is less than size of 44 degree latitude. Similarly, the size of 80 degree latitude is less than 79 degree latitude. The size of 89 degree latitude is less than size of 88 degree latitude, and the size of 90 degree latitude is less than 89 degree latitude. So based on this entire comparison, we can say that 0 degree latitude is the largest latitude on the surface of Earth. So equator is the largest latitude, and as you will move from equator to North Pole, then what will happen that the size of latitudes will decrease. Okay, so now I have told you that 90 degree latitude is the last latitude. So what happens that the size of 90 degree latitude or North Pole is the shortest. Okay, so I have told you that North Pole is a point latitude, means it is even not a circle. Its size is as compared to a point. It is very small. Its size is as compared, its size can be compared with the size of a decimal. Okay, so what happens that equator is the largest latitude and the size of latitude decreases as one moves from equator to pole, and then the size of North Pole is the shortest. Now the same is true for the southern hemisphere also, means when you will move from equator to South Pole, so the size of latitudes will again decrease. Okay, and what will happen that the size of 1 degree south is less than equator. The size of 2 degree south is even less than 1 degree. The size of 20 degree south is less than 19 degree south. Okay, size of 89 degree south is less than size of 88 degree south. And now in the southern hemisphere, 90 degree south or the south pole. Okay, 90 degrees south or the south pole is the last latitude. So we can say that south pole is the smallest latitude in the southern hemisphere. Okay, and I have just told you that the size of south pole is a point size, means its size can be compared with the size of a point or decimal. Okay, so this is true for both the hemisphere. When you will move from equator to any pole, then the size of latitudes will decrease, and equator is the largest latitude and north pole and south pole are the smallest latitudes. Now friends, after this, okay, so this concept is now completed. Now let's discuss another concept. Then the next property or the characteristic of latitudes is that latitudes, the distance between two latitudes. For example, okay, let me mark one latitude in the red color. Okay, so here I am marking one latitude in the red color. See this diagram. Okay, and I am marking another latitude in the black color. Okay, so I am marking another latitude in the black color. So let me do it more properly. Okay, so I am marking here it in the black color. Now friends, you can see the distance between these two latitudes is always same on all the points. You can even measure it by using a scale. Okay, so what happens that the distance between two latitudes, okay, so you can see here the distance between two latitudes always remains same. Okay, so you can measure it at any point. You can measure it at any point. Okay, so if for example the distance between this latitude and this latitude is same at this point, this point, this point, this point, and all the points. Okay, so what happens that the distance between two latitudes always remains the same. Okay, you can, for example, and you can also say it like that the distance between 1 degree latitude and 2 degree latitude is same as compared to the distance between 2 degree latitude and 3 degree latitude. Okay, so this is also truth that the distance between two latitudes always remains the same. But here I am not explaining you this. I just want to explain that if there are two given latitudes, for example, if there is 20, for example, let's suppose this is 22 degree latitude and this is 23 degree latitude. Okay, so I am just taking hypothetical numbers. I am not taking this number based on calculation. So I am just saying that let's suppose if this is 22 degree and this is 23 degree, then what will happen that the distance between these two latitudes will be same at this point, at this point, at this point, and across all the points. So what happens that the distance between two latitudes, the distance between two latitudes always remains the same. Okay, so from this, okay, so now friends, what happens that you must have studied in your mathematics classes or physics classes that, okay, it is a mathematical concept that if the distance between two lines is always, if the distance between two lines, okay, or we can also call it here circles because latitudes are circles. Okay, but this concept is about lines. So if the distance between two lines is always constant, if the distance between two lines is always constant, means these lines never meet. Why? Because the distance between them always will remain constant. Okay, for example, from here to here and from here to here, the distance between these two lines will always remain constant. Okay, so what will happen that these type of lines are known as parallel lines. Okay, so parallel lines are those lines distance between okay, so parallel lines are those lines whose distance always remains the same. Distance between them always remains the same. Okay, and this is the reason why these circles, okay, so as these latitudinal circles are always parallel, these latitudinal circles are always parallel to each other. Parallel to each other means the distance between them always remains the same. So the very basic meaning of parallel means the distance between two lines remains the same. Okay, so as these latitudinal circles are parallel to each other, due to this reason they are also called as parallels of latitudes. Okay, so this is their next property, that they are known as parallels of latitudes because the distance between two latitudinal circles always remains constant. Always remains constant means they are parallel to each other. Now friends, after this, the next property of these latitudinal circles or parallels of latitude is that they are concentric circles. Okay, now what is the meaning of concentric circles? Okay, so I think that in the yesterday's class also I have told you that they are concentric circles, but as far as I remember, I have not explained you the meaning properly. Okay, so so this is the next property of parallels of latitude. So we have to discuss about it in a detailed manner so that you have a clear picture in your mind. Okay, so let's suppose, friends, that this is a point. Okay, let's suppose that this is a point. Now keeping this point as center, let's suppose if you are drawing a circle. Okay, so what is the center of this circle? The center of this circle is this green point. Okay, now let's suppose keeping this green point as the center, now you want to draw one more circle. So you have drawn one more circle keeping this green point in the center. Now let's suppose if you want to draw one more circle by keeping this green point as the center of that circle. So let's suppose you have drawn one more circle by keeping this green point as the center. So what is happening here, that there are three circles. For example, this is circle number 1, this is circle number 2, and this is circle number 3. But the common thing is that this green point is the center of all these three circles. Okay, so the center of circle number 1 is also this green point, circle of center number 2 is also this green point, and the center of circle number 3 is also this green point. So what is happening here, that the center of all these three circles is common. So all the circles whose center is common, all the circles who share one common center, these circles are known as concentric circles. Now this concept is applied on latitudes. How? So you can see here in this diagram, okay, that these latitudes are actually circles. Okay, for example, you can see this circle which I am marking here in red color. Okay, so see the circle which I am marking here on red color. Okay, and you can also see this circle which I have again marked in the red color. Friends, for your understanding, I have marked this smaller circle in the red color and this bigger circle in the green color. Now I have two questions for you. My first question is that what is the center of this red circle, and my second question is that what is the center of this green circle. So you will say that, sir, this black point, okay, this black point is the center of this red circle, and this black point is also the center of this green circle. Okay, so means you can say that this red circle and this green circle shares a common center. And what is the definition of concentric circles? So concentric circles are those circles who have a common center. Now this principle applies on the latitudes in this way, which I have shown you in the diagram. So what happens, that all the latitudes share a common center. Okay, so what is their property? Their next property is that they all shares a common center. Now due to this, they are called as concentric circles. So this is the next property of latitudes. Now friends, with this the topic of latitude is now completed. So friends, that's all for today. Now in the next class we will start the topic of longitudes. In today's class we have completed the topic of latitudes. So friends, if you have enjoyed the lecture, then please like the video, comment, subscribe the channel, press the bell icon and select all. And friends, share this channel to all the people you know who are preparing for UPSC, and share this on social media and other platforms which you know. Okay, share this on Instagram, share this on Facebook, and share on anywhere or any social media platform which you use, so that other people can also get benefit out of this course. Now friends, we will meet in next class. Please stay indoor, stay healthy, take care of yourself. Thank you.